English. Thank you. I want to thank the Consul General for convening this press event. It's exceedingly important that we meet today for a multiplicity of reasons. One reason of paramount importance is we want to assure everyone that we believe that the action that the President has taken is lawful action, but equally as important, it is the right thing to do. It is my belief, as an African American, that when President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, there were many people who thought that what he was doing was inappropriate. It was at a time of great strife in this country. We were literally at war. And the Emancipation Proclamation, while it did not free the slaves, it did lead to the passage of the 13th Amendment, which did free slaves. And I mention as an African American because I am a beneficiary of what President Lincoln did when he signed the Emancipation Proclamation. When President Eisenhower signed an executive order integrating the military in 1948, while it did not integrate the broader society, it was a means by which we did carry on that discussion, and it facilitated in many ways the desegregation of the broader society. I mention these two specific events because I want you to know that with my history, benefiting from the executive order of President Lincoln, benefiting from the executive order of President Eisenhower, there is no way for me to do anything other than support what President Obama is doing with deferred action and with the ability to cause persons who are here, have been abiding by laws, have family members that were born here, or they're young people who came not of their own volition. There's no way for me to do anything but support what the President has done. My history dictates that I must do this. So I'm proud of what the President has done. I believe it to be lawful, but I also believe it to be the right thing to have done this. Now, with this said, I am also proud to tell you that this Consul General has taken an initiative, an important step forward. And I plan to work with this office to help all of the constituents of the 9th Congressional District to get all of the help that you need to matriculate through this process. The first thing that I would call to your attention is that this will not be our last meeting. We will be hosting a meeting with members of the Consular Corps to involve other members of the community who are also going to need help, but maybe from other countries. This meeting with the additional members of the Consular Corps will take place on December the 5th, 9:00 a.m. at the Crown Plaza Hotel. This meeting will be for members of the Consular Corps. We will also host meetings with NGOs, organizations that are non-governmental, community-based, to help them understand what the process is about and to work with them as they go about the business of assisting persons. We have a press release that will be passed out right now. If you can, Rachel, would you pass out the press release? And we have a person in our office who is assigned to work with these issues. I'm going to ask that she come forward at this time. Rachel Rodriguez, would you come forward? Did you give the release to the press? If you can, pass it to someone, and perhaps they will assist us with this. Rachel Rodriguez is the Director of Constituent Services in the office. And Rachel, if you'll come forward, I want people to see you because you'll be working directly with persons. She is a wonderful public servant who works very hard. She is bilingual, and she will be representing our office when I am absent from events like this. But more importantly, she will be working with constituents who need help. In our office, we speak about 8 different languages. I regret that I only speak one of the 8, but I have the good sense to hire people who speak languages other than English. And we will have people from many places who will need help. Rachel is our Director of Constituent Services and will be assisting us with this process. One of the things that we want you to know right away is you should not be paying money to people right away. There are people who sometimes see opportunities where there are none. People will start charging fees for services, and we don't want people to start paying money to people that will offer you all kinds of opportunities that may not exist. So please be aware that you should not pay fees at this time to anyone. If you have some concerns and you want to know how to get more information, you can call our office. I'm sure that you can call the Consul General, but you can call my office. My number is 713-383-9234. I will repeat it, 713-383-9234. This is a congressional office for the 9th Congressional District. And you are welcome to call and ask for Rachel Rodriguez. When you call Rachel Rodriguez, 713-383-9234. The question of fraud is a serious question. Please consult with us, or you may go to uscis.gov, uscis.gov, to get the latest information, the latest updates on the various things that will be happening. It's important for every person to receive help, and it's also important for us to do all that we can to make sure people don't get defrauded. So it's important. Please use the number, call the office, and we will do what we can to help. We will also host town meetings in the near future so that you can come to a town meeting and get additional evidence of what we're doing and how you can be served. Finally, I will make this comment, and we'll then yield back to the Consul General. These programs are designed to help people who are currently in this country, who have done us no harm, who came here literally by way of an informal invitation. Most people who came because we wanted them to come. That's something that's not talked about enough. We have offered them opportunities if they would come. Our hands are not clean. If we are going to blame them, then we are accessories, Judge. We're accessories. We are accomplices. And we cannot, at this point, conclude that we can now blame them when we extended an informal invitation for them to come. They have roots in this country. Children have been born to families. We cannot separate these families from their children.